Welcome to the TransMissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the cool Transformers merchandise we got this week. And without further ado, we're going to start off like we always do with Darryl, who I think has made a lot of kids in London, Ontario very sad. So, Darryl, what do you have?
Well, yes, I have gone to Value Village once again and pilfered their selection of Transformers. So yeah, let's get started.
The kids of London aren't going to have Christmas this year, are they?
They can have Christmas, but they have a lot of shit toys to pick up. So I went and they had a couple of Cybertron toys. So this is Scattershot, and he's okay. He's missing his weapons, but he wasn't the one in the bag that I was going for. But he's cool. I was going for Hotshot. That was in the bag there, and the total they wanted $2.99 for the bag. So I mean, I couldn't say no. I didn't have Hotshot before, so and that was kind of cool. It's a really cool looking alt mode, so I picked that up.
Nice.
I got Terradive. This is the figure that they actually used in their, I think it's the Transformers Collectors Club figure for Depth Charge last year. And this is a really cool transformation. Very cool transformation. And it's missing his weapon, but other than that, he's 100% complete. And I really like that. It's a really cool figure, and I was pretty happy to get that.
Nice.
I picked up, they had two Transformers crossovers figures, and these can be kind of fun and interesting, but you know, we'll see. This is Anakin Skywalker. And Annie, yeah, he's missing his lightsabers that go in there, but other than that, this is pretty complete. This is the figure that I had was glued together in its Star Wars mode, in its little, fighter mode. But I started messing around with it, and I busted all the glue bits apart, and saw that it wasn't broken anywhere. Apparently the person that had it before me really liked it in the particular mode that it was, and yeah, they glued it together like that.
Maybe he worked for Hasbro PR and had to show it off.
Maybe. Yeah. Doubtful, but yeah, maybe. It's cool. It's neat. It's something I've never had before. Always kind of wondered what the crossover guys look like. And the other crossover one I got, Hulk. This thing's beefy, man. This thing is huge. And little kids are really into Avengers right now. Actually, one of my daughter's friends is a huge Hulk fan. And I think I probably will end up just giving this to him, just because, I'm nice. But, this thing, it turns into a tank and everything. It's really cool. Really nice sturdy joints on it and everything. But yeah, that's kind of fun. And the last thing that I got was, on that particular trip, was was one of Yoshi's favorite. This guy's name is Tank, and he's a GoBot. Yeah. Now I do have one more thing for you. I picked this up for my daughter.
Yoshi, show your cap again. That's what Darryl did to you.
So I picked this thing up for my daughter, but I promised her that I would show it to you guys on the show. So here we go.
God help you if it's another fucking GoBot.
There it is.
I am Optimus Prime.
Oh.
I got a helmet. So, yeah, it's kind of nerdy.
Kind of nerdy.
It makes your voice sound different, but whatever. And yeah, so it was. I think these things are like regular $40 or whatever, and they were asking $5 for it, so I picked it up, and she likes it, so whatever.
You know that whatever kid owned that before you sneezed in it at least once.
Probably.
So is she wearing it, or is it for you to scare her at night?
it's definitely something for her to mess around in. But I promised her I'd show you guys on the trips to the store video.
Cool.
I wonder if anyone's hacked the sound chip in one of those and made it do all the like murderous Optimus Prime phrases like "Give me your face."
We will kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. But yeah, that's what I got this week.
Let me ask you a question, Darryl.
Sure, buddy.
I wasn't familiar with most of those figures that you showed on the show today. So when you're in Value Village and you realize that what you're collecting is not a bag of toys but a bag of children's tears, are you able to look at these action figures? Do you know who they are, or do you actually get them, take them home, and look them up? Because I'd end up having to look them up.
Yeah, a lot of times, like for Pterodive here, I knew who he was, and basically because they're in the bags, and there's not a lot I can do with the bag, itself. I can just kind of look around and, make sure. I can try and check and make sure that nothing's broken, but really it's when I get home that I kind of make sure that nothing's broken. But to answer your question, a lot of times, like I had no idea that this was Hot Shot. I didn't watch any of the Unicron saga, but Transformers toys stand out from other toys. They're just better quality than a lot of the other crap that's in these thrift stores. So you kind of notice them. Other toys that are of better quality, maybe Star Wars toys or something else that's of the better quality will stand out a lot better. So you look at that and you see that this is something to be grabbed. And but when it comes to the Transformers toys like this, a lot of them I had no idea. It took me forever and some people on Reddit to figure out that this was Scattershot from Cybertron. I had no idea and could not find it on the websites. So yeah, I definitely use a little bit of assistance needing to help me with that. But for a lot of the time, if it's not too crazy, I can generally figure it out. But I do have access to the website off of my phone to go there and look up the figures while in the store, so I can find out whether it's broken, if it's missing a bazillion parts, right? If it's not going to cost me too much to finish it, kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I generally do.
So, am I correct in assuming that you buy these mixed bags of stuff so that you've got things to trade in the future or something? Because these don't sound like characters you necessarily love or want to display. I'm getting the impression more that this is to further the hobby in the direction you're interested in.
Yeah, exactly. Pterodive will be one that I may keep if I can search out his weapon, and it's not going to cost me $1 million. But the rest of them will be stuff that I will use in future toy sales, that kind of stuff. If I go to shows, to like you said, further my own interests. I can
Gotcha.
acquire them for very cheap, right? I think in the entire lot of everything, I might have spent $25, which is less than one Voyager figure, right? So, it's pretty good. And like I've mentioned on past videos, there are some hits and there are some misses where you generally would buy a bag of things and you go home and you're thinking, oh man, I got a really good deal this time, and you get it home and it's just all broken. There's things missing, and you can't really help that, unfortunately. But I did pretty well this week. I got a lot of hits.
Cool. Very cool.
All right, Jeremy, you're up next.
I got nothing. I was out of town for part of the week and I never made it to the comic stores, so I got nothing. I was gonna have something, but I was gonna show one of my older Japanese imports, and they kind of crumbled on me when I pulled it out tonight. So I got nothing.
No.
Bummer, dude.
It's a sad day.
Yeah, but I found some on eBay for $10-15, so I might get another one.
All right, we're all pulling for you, Jeremy.
Thanks.
All right, Yoshi, what do you got?
Sure. Well, to those of you who listen to the podcast and don't automatically tune out the sound of my voice, you all know that my favorite storyline is the Man of Iron. And I recently picked up graded copies of those issues.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
So I've got a 9.8 CGC graded copy
Wow.
of issue 33. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to address that. There we go. That's a little bit better.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got
And
this off
I got
eBay?
Yes, I did get this off of eBay. It's my only option way up here.
Maybe there was just another Transformers comics collector in Juneau. Who
I
had...
wish. Because then, I did. But our guy Isaac, man, he's read up all the issues from the Humble Bundle, and now every day it's a conversation. And I got issue 34 here. They're white. They're 9.8 grades.
Wow.
Very
Pretty
cool.
happy to have these. I really like this storyline a lot, obviously, because I've gone to this fucking extent. And this one, just so everybody knows, has a somewhat of a meatloaf ad on the back of it.
So, what do you do with the CGC books you get? Like, is there a certain display that you use for them?
There's a number of ways you can display for them. They've got custom frames you could use. They do come with a type of, I think it's a type of mylar on top of the cover so that light won't hurt them. You can get you could probably go to Value Village like Darryl and get those plate stands and put them on the stands and display them that way.
I figured they wouldn't fit in your IKEA frames.
No. Right now they hide in the dark until I get a proper display case.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is this going to start an obsession for you to complete the Transformers series in CGC graded books?
Unbeknownst to you guys, and I think prior to us all starting this podcast, that was a goal. Then reality set in. So I do have a handful of issues, like the Shockwave cover number 5, a 9.8 grade. Got the first issue, the second. I'd like to have the first 4 issues. I've only got the first 2. I got a couple other random issues, but nowhere near close to 80, and I've stopped that. I've kind of changed my CGC collecting from issues like that to signed issues. So, but that's my offerings for this week. What about you, Charles? What did you bring?
All right, so like Jeremy, I haven't really picked anything up this week. I didn't get to the comic shop and didn't get any new toys. Toys R Us has been drying up. So I did pull something out from the vault. So people have been. What I see that's not going away at Toys R Us is the Year of the Horse Starscream, which is based on. This is Cybertron Starscream, Transformers Cybertron Starscream.
So big.
And yeah, it's a huge toy, but it's basically based on the Cybertronian version of Starscream from the Dreamwave comics. So it actually turns into one of those pyramid jets from the first episode of G1. But the robot mode is very much like the Dreamwave robot mode in the War Within series, the War Within comic series.
Cool.
And then as a nice little accessory, he has the crown from the movie. So, who disrupts my coronation? So.
Well, I don't know about you, Darryl, but I think your Hulk Transformer just met its match.
Yeah.
That was a big-ass toy.
If I remember correctly, because I have watched a handful of the Cybertron episodes, the adversary to that Starscream was Primus. Was it not?
I actually haven't watched enough Cybertron episodes to know, but they did make a Primus toy that was basically a planet transformer similar to Unicron that turned into a robot. Oh, okay. But I don't know if Starscream got a dark matrix and grew that big in the show or something. I didn't see that, so I have no idea. Probably the wiki can tell you.
I saw an episode where they were fighting, so I think something
But this-
was happening like that.
The toy, I also have the Transformers Armada Unicron, and he's about as big as this Starscream here.
Mm.
Wow.
So. Yeah, so that's from the vault, but no new stuff this week. So.
Pretty awesome, buddy.
Mhm.
All right, so that'll wrap up our trips to the store this week. As always, this is part of our regular TransMissions podcast. You can take a listen to that whole show at www.transmissionspodcast.com, and you can find links right down below in the show description. You can also send us feedback, subscribe on iTunes, download our podcasts, and come back and watch more videos. Subscribe to the YouTube channel too. And we will see you next time.
Hit thumbs up. Leave a comment. We live on your love. We live on your love.
And you can make Yoshi's list, which will now be published on the website as well.
Yes, we now have a Yoshi section on there. It was the only way we were going to get a new website up, is if I had my own corner to be an awesome badass on.
Really, that's the only way we can get him to shut up.
Show the hat again, Yoshi. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Please leave a comment.
Hulk smash.